I'm back. I know, three videos for one chapter. You're going, Dana, I hope I'm not this sporty the whole time through, don't you? Okay, so, but there's a lot of things to say. There just is. One of the goals that we have that we're working on is your handwriting. Sorry, kid. Just is. If it makes you feel any better, your Gigi used to make me copy chapter books, as in the Hardy Boys. Yes, to make my handwriting better. Here, copy this novel. Oh, okay. Did it work? Did it help my spelling? Did it help my handwriting? No, it did not. One of the very basic things that we can do, and it will take a little experimenting, and it's one of the funner things, is what instrument do you like to write with best? One thing we need to know is what color do you like to write in? Now, you and Mother have to agree on the color. So, I have a hard time seeing green and teal, and it depends on the color green. But, aqua, like if it's not a magic marker, if it's a pen ink, I have a hard time seeing it. And there's some other colors I have a hard time seeing, so I don't write in those. Not even in my journal, because I can't go back and read it. So if you like blue or black, or if you like some other color, like red or green or whatever, that's something that, a lot of it is paying attention. Pay attention to what you like. Pay attention to what makes you tense. It's like, because some people just don't like to look at blue. Some people don't like to look at black. Some people don't like to look at purple. So, purple's not even my favorite color, but I like to write in purple better. I have no idea why. I just do. So pay attention to your own body language when you write and when you see the ink on the page, whether you like green or teal or aqua or blue or black. So that's one thing to pay attention to. What does your body do? Does it relax? Does it tense up? Do you get a headache? Are you straining because you can't see it? Those are things to pay attention to about color. The next thing, both of these that I bought, both of them just so happen to have a little grippy at the end. See if you like that or not. That's another thing to pay attention to. Is it comfortable to hold on to? Do you like the feel of it? If not, put it in the pen drawer or cup or whatever y'all have. So, so that's another thing to pay attention to. Pay attention to how it comes out, to how it feels on the page. Do you have to work really hard? If you have to work hard to make marks on the page, get rid of it, get a new writing instrument. It may not bother you. Some of that didn't bother me until I got to be older. So pay attention to how it feels coming out of the page. Does it feel good when you write with it? Can you go, oh yeah, I can write with this one? That's a clue. So color, grippy feel or no grippy feel, how it comes out. And one of the things I was thinking, and I was praying, and I was thinking about this, because one of your mother's goals is to get you ready to take a class next year at Pillar, and so your writing is one of those goals, is one of those things that we need to help you improve on, and so that's where I get to help. So in here, I'm going to skip up to a couple of pages. One of the things that, believe it or not, Uncle Brent did to help me when he was in high school. I wasn't in high school yet, but he took a technical drawing class. And in this technical drawing class, they had to learn how to write a certain way. It's called block lettering, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Can you see? It's like graph paper. Can you see these little blocks? And each block gets a letter. These are your spelling words for chapter 1. And the reason why, I want you to know why I did what I did, because that might make it easier for you to understand or go along with it or see if you like it or not. it's going to help you hopefully with your handwriting. If not, we'll check it and move along. If it's too distracting for your spelling, then we'll do something else. But I wanted you to try and write in the blocks, and you can fill up the block. Now, Nana, in her silliness, didn't. I did this right. I did this for you to be able to see what it looks like, but I didn't give you a very good example until chapter 2. And let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so in your chapter 2 work here with Elijah, see how I used the whole block pretty much on your name? That's really what it's supposed to look like in actually this right here. If you want to start writing in all caps first, this is just the first of this year. We have this whole year to get you good help. So if this is where you want to start, some folks just write in all caps all the time. And that might be a persnickety thing of your professor, your teacher next year, but we're not next year yet. We're here. And so if it helps you to write more neatly and legible to use all caps, then use all caps. But even if you don't have the block, I didn't always have graph paper to write on, and a lot of my teachers didn't like me turning our paper in on graph paper. These days, you can, and it's like, I was so progressive 30 years ago or more. Yeah, because it was before I was even in high school. Yeah, so anyway, so over 32 years ago, I was quite, like 36 years ago, I was quite with it, huh? I was ahead of my time. But if you can picture the blocks and write like that, that'll give you some practice. I'm trying to give you quite a bit of practice in here with the little blocks, so you can see it and visualize it. Another reason why I use the blocks in conjunction, and so pretty much also, I want to go back to handwriting for just a second. Some of the pages I wrote handwriting practice, pretty much everything we're doing in here is for you to practice your handwriting. Okay? It just is. I put, the reason why that this one is, the holes are only on this side, is so you can pull, the holes are on this side is so you can pull the spelling list out and move it to your next page, so you can always have your spelling on this side and you're always writing on this side. Does that make sense? I hope that's helpful. That's this little thing I thought of. And then on this page and this page, I made it so you see that? And you're going to have the book in front of you when you watch this video. The reason why I left out the vowels in one thing, and then I wrote it another way with the vowels, and then I wrote it another way, is I wanted to help you see, to get to really look at the words and look at them in different ways to help you learn to spell them. That's in your spelling. We're going to work on your spelling also, so we're going to give you strategies. And I talked to Uncle Dave, and I know this is just the first week, so don't get overwhelmed. It'll be okay. So if this is helpful, great. Let me know. Either way. And then if it's not helpful, let me know and we'll do something else. We'll go on to another strategy, and we'll just keep working until we find something that works, okay? Something that's helpful. We want to be helpful, not overwhelming. If you want to take this thing and throw it across the room because of this, we're done. We'll do something else, all right? And then, so let's see, that's why I did that. There's some that have bigger blocks than others, but I just wanted you to see, to get to a way to think about looking at words in different ways to help you remember how to spell them, like on some of them, like on thrall. there's little words within the word, and you can find that in a lot of words, I found out. And that was one way that I use to help spell is I break it down. I really look at it and go, okay, how am I going to remember how to spell this word? I'm a little bit faster at it than I used to be. I'm still not a good speller. Uncle Dave is still not a good speller. We're just not going to be. And so we just have to know how to navigate through it. So we can communicate in our writing so people know what we're going to say. I gave you a list of the vocabulary words, and the reason why I did that is in case you don't catch it on the video, you can always go and look for it in your book, in your study guide, and then let's see. I guess that's about it. Oh, I do have one word to say. In your chapter 1 vocabulary work, I gave you a crossword puzzle. Now, let me just say this. I hate crossword puzzles. And I gave you one. And the reason why I hate crossword puzzles is 1, I don't know how to spell. And 2, because I never know the answers. I never know what they're talking about. Never. Ever. Never, ever. Yes, there's been lots of crying and wailing and gnashing of teeth with Nana about crossword puzzles. And I gave you one. I thought it was fun. If you don't like it, again, if you hate it and you want to throw the book across the room because of it, don't do it. We're done. It's not worth all that. A lot of teachers give word banks because they don't think their students know the answers. That is not why I gave you a word bank. I gave you a word bank so you wouldn't have to go through it, because I know you're going to know the answers to these. You are going to know the answers to every one of these questions, and there's 12. There's just 12. And you're going to know each and every answer. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. By the time you get to this crossword puzzle, you are going to know each and every one. I promise. If spelling is an issue, I gave you the spelling right here, so you don't have to run and go get it anywhere else. It's right here. Now I'm going to teach you, that's going to be a strategy I'm going to teach you later, but that's later. Right now, copying it from here to here is where we are, I think. If we're ahead of that, you let me know, and we'll just go on to the next thing, okay? I didn't give you, just so you know, I didn't give you a crossword puzzle in chapter 2 because I wanted to know how chapter 1 went first, okay? All right, that's enough of that. And we still haven't gotten to the work.